In this video, I'm going to be opening up this cylinder to see what exactly the type of manuscripts are that are in here. Now, I think I remember what it is. I purchased several items, so I think I know which ones these are. Really interesting items, and they are quite large. So join me in this video as we open up this amazing and interesting item. Alright, so in this video I'll be opening up this very interesting cylinder here. I'm going to be trying it a little bit differently and see if I can maybe get the view from the camera here to be the main screen, and I'll just put myself smaller in the bottom. But because these are so large, that might be a little bit challenging to do in this video, so we'll see how it goes. But if I remember correctly, I believe these are large manuscripts, I think antiphonals, Gregorian chants, something along those lines, but we'll see for sure in just a moment here. So let me go ahead and get the recording started. So you can see the cylinder is so large it doesn't even fit in the frame of this video here. So basically what I'll do is I'll just open up one end of it and then try and pull them out as best I can in a way that would be easily viewable. Again, with opening up items like this on camera where I haven't really examined too closely how the things are wrapped, I don't know how they packaged it, so it can be very challenging to open it without it being too awkward or choppy. But look at that, very easy there. Lid just came off. Now I will say I personally am not a fan of packaging manuscripts or Bible items in cylinders, because even though it doesn't necessarily wrinkle them in any way, it still is not the best for the manuscript, especially because when they're rolled up they tend to stay in that type of position, and it's really difficult to unroll them because they have the like creases on it, or like they stay coiled up is the word I'm looking for. Okay, I think that's all the manuscripts. I don't see any more in there. Appears to be empty, so let me set this to the side. Let's do the first one I pulled out. Like I said, if memory serves me correctly, I think there are 3 of them, but let's go ahead and see if we can open up this first one. Again, these are large manuscripts. Wow, yeah, I can't even fit it in the frame of the camera I have down here. So I am just going to transition from this camera to this one here, and I'll hold them up for you to see. Okay, so we just have these papers here. It's just receipts, things along those lines. But the first manuscript we have is this very large, really beautiful manuscript. You can see already it's kind of folding up in the corners because it was rolled and coiled. Makes it really difficult to show you and display them. But you can see some really beautiful artwork. Let's see if I can do this without it rolling up on me. So a very large manuscript. I think this one dates to maybe it could be the 14th century. I doubt it. My guess is more the 15th or 16th centuries. Still a pretty old piece and in pretty good condition. There's a few tears on it. But the initials are really nice. You got some cool little artwork inside there. So that's the first one. As I mentioned, because they were rolled up, now it's basically in this scroll type format, which I am not a fan of. I've had a few items shipped this way to me, and I've had to work pretty hard to lay them out on a flat surface and put heavy like books or things on there, and I don't like doing that. I like to take care of these manuscripts as best as possible. But let's go to this next one, see what this one looks like. Okay, so it looks like these two are the smaller of the bunch. Let's see. Let's do this one next. This one is, oh yeah, this one had the really cool initial on it, which I remember liking when I placed my bid or auction on it. Unfortunately, like I said, I can't really display it well for you. Now I will actually have these ones for sale. Hopefully they're not sold by the time this video is released, but you can check out my website to buy any of these items if any of them look interesting to you. This one has that really beautiful initial T on there. I think it dates to the same time period as the first one. This one might be a little bit more modern. It definitely seems cleaner, and the neumes and things like that appear to be more in line with what we may see in the 16th century, maybe the 15th century, but it's still a manuscript, hand produced and 500 plus years old. The back of it doesn't have anything too interesting on it. But these are really interesting manuscripts from a historical standpoint, where you have these items were so large for people to be able to see them. And then you have, this is the smallest of the lot that I got. Really interesting item. This one has no notations on it. This is likely a psalm or a proverb or something along those lines. Really cool, interesting artifact or manuscript. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have. These 3 large manuscripts here. So if you're interested in history like this, of course, subscribe to the channel to learn a lot about these. I might do a video or 2 on one of these interesting manuscripts. If it doesn't sell for a while, I might throw a video together, but they're really interesting and cool items, things that I didn't expect to like as a collector. I primarily collected just Bible manuscripts and old Bibles, but I've had some really cool collections. Like this piece right here is my favorite because it has a gorgeous and beautiful initial on it. What's really cool about it is it has a illumination of a manuscript producer, or somebody who would actually make the manuscript. So a really cool piece of history. So of course, if you find this content interesting, subscribe, check out the old long form videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.